So now the question, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? This question is seldom answered with "I'm already doing it." I've been asking this question of people for over 40 years, and I've met very very few who are actually already doing it. And I'm not talking about like in the next one I say, are you really doing it, or is it a watered down version of what was in your heart originally? The point is that thing, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Once you take fear out of it, then you're free to think about what would I really want to do. And when you remove fear, I should say, in order to remove fear, you have to remove the things you're afraid of. And some of those could be, I don't want to crash out. I don't want to fail. I don't want to be successful because then the fall is greater if something happens, because we don't trust our ability to address or absorb whatever's coming our way. And again, if you've tried to do it with suppression, obviously you know that doesn't work because it still breaks through. Why? Because we have 100 billion neurons. Each neuron is connected to thousands of other neurons, trillions of connections, and all of that creates a stability. That's why we're always moving back to the status quo. Now, a similar question. If you knew you could fund your desired lifestyle, pursuing purpose and passion, what would you be doing? The answers to those questions provide the context for why you would want to do something, to do the work that's necessary with neuroplasticity. And while it is inner work, it's not anywhere near as hard as what you may have perceived, because we're building habits. We're doing it with habits. We're not doing it with long meditation and mantras and all that. We're literally changing the habits. It takes about 6 weeks. Now, the reason why a lot of our habit work doesn't hold is because this is the Yerkes-Dodson law, the pressure curve, inverted U, it's also called. The inverted U, or the pressure curve, what it's talking about is if you don't have enough engagement, if you don't have enough arousal, you're going to have poor performance. We want to be in this optimal pressure, this sweet spot for peak performance. If you have too much overwhelm, too much challenge, excessive stress, anxiety, it's not going to work. So we don't want boredom, and we don't want too much. We want to be in here, but how can you be in here when you don't have agency? When everything from outside is governing your life? It's hard to manage and be in here. With agency and personal leadership, again, today I'll show you how you can manage and stay inside this zone, because you're the one who's in control of the pressure you're feeling, not the outside. The outside may provide the stimulus, but you're controlling it inside, and we'll show you how to do that. And then here's another view. If you look at, if you look at how life goes, we're in our comfort zone. We have an upper limit and a lower limit, and we're just comfortably going along, going along, going along. And you've all seen this. You can look at your weight, your fitness level, your money in your bank account, relationships. When you fall below the lower limit, you take action to get back up there. Well, guess what? When you go above the upper limit, you take action to get back down. Now, you may not think you're taking action, but your habits and associations, this is the comfort zone. This is that status quo, the homeostasis back to status quo.